I already did this video, now I'm starting over again, so now I'm going to have to rethink what I thought in order to do it, because I have the keyboard against my stomach. Anyway, what I came in here is I found a book, okay, and the name of the writer of this book is Robert Shields. Robert Shields. And why I'm bringing this book out, Visits to the Land, Far and Near, illustrated, okay, by pen and pencil. Okay, and the reason it was done like this is because according to this book, it says 1900. My travels far and near. And at the beginning of the book, I'm trying to figure out where it is. I have in the book here 1900 December 15th. I have in the book here only from the 1900s. Now the question is, I can't find anything else. When was this book? If you have writ your annals, true 'tis there, that like an eagle in a dull coat, I flutter your vulsions in Corislow alone. I did it, boy. That was Shakespeare. That's retarded. I can't even read it. While stands the Colosseum, Rome shall stand. When falls the Colosseum, Rome shall fall. And when Rome falls, the world is free. Byron. So the contents of this book, okay, it says the Scottish Highlands, the days of Edinburgh, the heart of France, from the basin of Geneva, impressions of London, England, busy Birmingham, the city of Liverpool, the city of Chicago, the city of Boston, the city of Philadelphia. Wait a second. Two of them had hockey teams just 6 years later, and one of them had the Liberty Bell. Then we go America's capital city. Well, they call it a city, but we don't even know if it's a capital at all. Or even if it's a city, they think of it more as a place where you don't pay tax. Then they have the New York metropolis, city of Halifax, St. John's, New Brunswick, the city of Montreal. Have you ever really gone into Montreal? I found a page that shows that everything just about here in Quebec is a saint of some sort. Wherever royalty hung out, the names have carried on in our villages. So you know who's been here, who really owns it because of the names. I don't drink alcohol at all. Unless you're going to give me something alcohol that tastes good, I won't drink it. Anyways, we have Ottawa's Canada capital, the wonders of Niagara, delights of Muskoka, that's north of Toronto, the Pacific Coast cities, the Manitoba metropolis, the city of Toronto. Then they have bibliographical sketches of Lord Salisbury, J. Chamberlain, Lord Rosebery, W.E. Gladstone, Lord Aberdeen, Lord Minto, Dwight L. Moody. So these are something that's in this very, very old book, okay? And it seems like there's always a fleur-de-lis everywhere. So what is it? France is here, and the Britons are here, because I see the Queen on our money, and I see the fleur-de-lis everywhere. So we're infiltrated. So what I'm going to do now, it's a funny thing because there's a page ripped out. 137, 1 and 3 is 4, and 7 is 11, 1 and 1 is 2. Page number 23 is ripped out. Okay? By single, because it's 137 and 138. 37 and 38. 37 and 38 is 60, 70, 75, plus the 1 and the 1 is 76, 77. Then the total of it comes up to 77. But to bring it down to a single digit, it comes out to 23. And a couple of poems on here on one side. And one of the poems, the first one, is by a Mr. named Butler. I'm reading from the book. There's but the twinkle of a star between man of peace and man of war. Butler. Thy spirit independence, let me share. Lord of the lion heart and the eagle eye, thy steps I follow with the bosom bare, nor heed the storm that hollows thee along the sky. Tobias Smollett. The next one it says by George Washington. So, to be prepared for war is one of the most effectual means of preserving peace. When someone mighty stands in front of you, mightier maybe than you, sometimes people tend to back off. So protect from within your own lands, because the minute you go out of your own land, you are sporadic. You're not full. You're only in part. So to cause war out of your own land, you are only putting half of your heart out there, even if thinking you're sending these men and you have it. No, you're not there. You're not there. It's not your country. You're not there. You think you're there, but you're not there. The Matrix will never let you be there. It's just like going in a plane and flying 4 hours or 5 hours, Montreal to California. You got jet lag because you're not there. Your system is here. You have gone too fast. If I would take a horse, I went to California 50, 100 times in truck. No problem. I have no jet lag. Because I'm not rushing my copper body over to the other side of the world to reconnect down on the earth with my socks, the sole of my shoes. You know, the sole in Spanish is sun, but at the same time as I call it earth. So we're going to get on to the last one now for George Washington. Should I repeat George Washington again? What's that? A little louder? What's that? All right, okay, I'm going to repeat it. Okay, to be prepared for war is one of the most effectual means of preserving peace. And the last one on this page says, George Washington, immortal name, so full of high resounding fame, well may the bells peal joyfully throughout the land of liberty. The father of the countrymen recite his wondrous deeds again. Tell how he made his country free by his loyal bravery. This morning chiming soft and slow came from the old sweet and low. The sound of bells extolling him whose memory will never grow dim. Or glow dim. Did you get that? I tried my best. I gave it a test. I gave it a rest. I think now I'll give it a rest. What else is there in here? I was looking through here, and I don't know if I told you this before. I spoke about 90 degrees being at 3 o'clock. Don't move 90 degrees, it means you move from 12 to 3. But it's actually 6 o'clock. But if you're moving from 12 to 3 o'clock, because in one world it says creation, in the other world it says omega. You're moving from omega to creation. But the 6 is the creation of 6. It gets extended from what it actually is. At the same time, okay, 270 degrees, 90 degrees is equal to 6 hours. Okay, now the 6 hours is the 0.256 hours that our Earth doesn't count on the calendar. It only counts as a leap year one time. So this is inside of I really can't. I don't know. I am so screwed up. 270 degrees. Okay, but really it stops at 180. Why does it stop at 180? Because 120 right above the 180 would be 12 o'clock, right? 1 and 2. 1 and 2 equals 3 of the creation. One side and two sides. If you say 270, well, 180 is on this side, if it was on our clock, and then on this side is the rest. It depends what you're going with, 270 and 270 degrees. I know it's very complicated. The same thing goes over here. If I add 360 and 270 for 630, the actual amount I used, okay, if you actually look at it, is actually it says freedom of the birth and liberty. The reason it says that is because we stop at 270 degrees. If we're counting 90, 90, 90, 90 for 360, we need to stop before the 360. Otherwise, we're just giving you the same result we started with. You stop 90 before, and then you go by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you add on 10, 1, 2. And then you add on the 10 until you get to the 99. Because if you're working in 90s, it has to stop there. Then you put a decimal, and you continue on the count. You put the decimal because you're on the other side of the 180. You have to know which side you're on. What was I talking about? Yeah, right. Okay, the same thing, right. There's just so much. I don't even know where to go. 540, we did this already. No. Things I have to look at, to work on. I can't forget this September, about the 15th, like I said. There was an earthquake today, 7.4 on the Richter scale. And 7.4 is the number of Christ, so maybe he came in. I mean, I'll show you it right here. 7.4. Right there. I mean, I didn't just write it up, and what's the difference? Anyways, another thing I wanted to show you is that the name of Jack, J-A-C-K, is a 25-letter count. 25 Celsius equals the total of 77 Fahrenheit. The letters of Christ equal 77. We have a triangle right here. Do you understand what I'm saying? J-N-A-1, 11, and blackjack at the same time. Plus 3 because it's creation, 12, 13, 14, and decay, which is 2. They go 2, 3, 1, 1. This is so perfect. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus 10 is 25. Jack. 25 Celsius is 77 Fahrenheit. 3, 11, 29, 38, 48, 57, 67, 77. Christ. There was one more thing I did today, another number. Where's that number? Wow. I don't know where the number is. No, I was just thinking, like, is anybody, changing the subject completely, obviously, but I was on the mezzanine. Just say it. It says me 9. Me 9 on Earth. The Z is on the Earth. Anine. 9. Mezzanine. 9. Yeah. Hey, the rabbit has big ears and big teeth, and the duck has a big beak and a big mouth, right? Yellow or orangey and black, and Bugs Bunny's like grayish and a stripe, eh? Okay, I'm still working on something there. Where else am I here? I was working on temperature. I got Christ. I got Jack Frost. And then you have Frosty the Snowman to continue on that connection. Then they had the hat, the black hat, and it was magic for Frosty. So now you have to see why was the black hat magic. Because the H is the heaven. The angle of transmission, the AT field, the angle of transmission, just like right through my ear, right? Hey, get that spirit out of there. Clean your ears. I got a spirit in here. Whoops. Oh my God. I just ripped off the ear spirit. Now it's at my ass. They keep breaking off. By the hair on your hands. By the hair on your head. You ever notice the sideburn? There's a diamond. There's a diamond here on the sideburn. There's another one here. Elvis Presley, you had the sideburns, and then the Jews have the things down here, and all that hip movement. Move the hip, move the hip. What if, did they say hips? Backwards, that would be the ships. That carries your body, that looks like a heart that's poked inside the hip, that gives you a ride all your life, even to bed every single night. Then at the end, you don't need any of them. You go back home. Anyways, we're going to leave it at this. I'm going to rate this video. It sucks. One thing I did want to say is, I always talk about number 39, so 39 Celsius is 102, which is blackjack. It also means Valentine's, but it means also 1022 of two lives. What world? Of the two worlds. The 39 of the two worlds, 102. Why 102 blackjack? Add up all the cards from ace to king equals 91. Now the ace is also valued at 11, makes 102. There's a second way to calculate blackjack where 10, jack, queen, king are all 10s, which would make 50. 45 from 1 to 9, which make 95. And the ace would make the, did I say that right? 10, jack, queen, king, 40, 85. Plus the ace would make 11, because in blackjack, is 55, is 95, 96. It reflects man right away, 69, 96, same damn thing. Anyways, if you didn't understand that, ask me. What else was I going to go to? There's so many. Oh, yes, here. The spirit of 67, okay, Celsius, is 152, which is the Mayan, one spirit of the Mayan, of which world? Of the sixth world. Now you should go out and try just 52. I'm going to go do this after. I didn't do it. But if you take a look, okay, 1 and 5 is 6, and 2 is 8, and 6 is 14. Now I'm going to try and do another one with you. 54 Celsius, 129.2 Fahrenheit, 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 9 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Is there any more in here? Here's another one. 45 Celsius, 113 Fahrenheit, 1, 2, 5. Totals 5. Every single one Fahrenheit that I've found so far has totaled 5. And I don't go more than 3 decimal points because there's no need for it. It's already ended. The point is that's what the number is. That's why it continues, because the number is never going to change. The same thing. Raphael 7286.